Hello there, my name is Mark Barnabas, your data protection pal, and welcome to an Eye on Privacy, where we share about data protection and cyber security tips. So today I've got an article specially for all you risky folks. Yes, all folks like me who are in risk management will look at this article, should look at this article because it talks about the top 10 considerations in cyber security. And that is something we cannot ignore because many businesses today, big or small, are somehow connected or dependent on the internet. Of course, there are still some businesses that do not need the internet, but today, with 2 years locked up at home, we are so used to using the internet for work, play, and every other thing. So, as a risk manager, what are top 10 considerations we need to look into? Let's look into this article. But before that, I'd like to let everyone know, according to this study from Security Boulevard, there are top 3 cyber risks that happen in the company, or the top 3 types of cyber attacks that happen, particularly to small companies. I don't know exactly how many companies they interviewed, but it does make a lot of sense when I see the top 3. And the top 3 are credential theft, 30%, compromised stolen devices, 33%, and a social engineering, a staggering 57%. Now, this data kind of shocked me, and I'm kind of interested to find out more. But whatever the case, however valid these numbers are, they are really quite real in today's world. So please click the link above to find out more about what social engineering is. But really, as a risk manager or as a company owner, you really have to look into these 10 considerations for cyber risk management, and these are the 10 considerations. So according to the Security Boulevard, these are the 10, and we speak about all these very often in our training and advisories to companies, big or small. So you gotta build a risk management plan. Well, before the pandemic, when I spoke about risk management, no one really gives a hoot. But fortunately, the pandemic has, fortunately or unfortunately rather, the pandemic has given a rise to the importance of risk management and business continuity plan. So today we talk about not just about prevention, but about resilience, how the company bounces back and recovers quickly so that business can continue despite some mishap or incident, whether it's a pandemic, whether it's snow, fire, how resilient a company is. And of course, we have to really look into the relevant regulations. Today, I talk about PDPA. I teach PDPA, the privacy law in Singapore. So in your country, whichever country you're in, there will bound to be some privacy law. And if it's not passed in your country yet, I'm sure it will be passed in time. But if you do business internationally with other countries like Europe and China in particular, these are countries with extraterritorial privacy laws. So you might want to look into them quite carefully before you proceed in your business. And cyber hygiene. What is cyber hygiene? Again, you can click the video above to find out what cyber hygiene is all about. Cyber hygiene is about being safe while being connected to the internet. We all learn about hand hygiene, but no one ever taught about cyber hygiene. So it's very important that we start to invest in awareness of cyber hygiene and how we protect our data. And number 5, distributing responsibility. Now, yes, small companies being small have very little manpower. However, it's very important that we have shared responsibility when it comes to management of data, because what if that person is not around? In my company, I used to tell my team that if the boss dies or something happens to the boss, the event still goes on. I used to run an events company, and many years ago, there was one particular event that I couldn't make it because I met a car accident along the way. And alas, my staff had to run the event on their own without me, and fortunately, I had a good team. But ever since that incident, we taught ourselves that we had to make sure that we were able to not just build a risk management plan, but also have shared responsibilities. Of course, number 6, to know and understand your environment. What are the threats related to your business in your environment? And I think it varies from business to business, context to context. Number 7, third-party, fourth-party vendors. Today, in the business world, in the gig economy, we can buy services from almost any services, from Fiverr, from freelance.com, whatever. Now, be very careful because sometimes, in fact often, many incidents happen as a result of third and fourth party vendors who are not able to have as good security or privacy protocols as the parent company. So be very careful and do audit your third and fourth party vendors. Number 8, prioritize cybersecurity risks. For the matter, you gotta prioritize all your risks. I mean, there are 10,001 risks related to a company, and the risk inventory goes on and on. So you gotta prioritize and see what are the key important ones and work on them first. Well, yes, emphasis on speed to take care of the risks that matter most, and finally, as I mentioned already, execute an incident response plan. And the way to execute it is to have simulations. When did you ever do a simulation on a risk response plan or incident response plan? So I've developed a tool as well to help companies deal with an incident. So, well, I hope this was useful for you. You can click on the link and learn more about these points. And I've also created a learning resource and simulation to help our organizations to understand about data protection and cyber hygiene. Feel free to ping me for more information. So meanwhile, my name is Barnabas, your data protection pal. Feel free to connect with me. And of course, please like, share, and subscribe. And hope to see you soon. Be good and be safe.